I did not know how to navigate. I wanted to go to England. You see, I had read in these books about this yacht race called the O-Star. I had read about this hero called Harry Mitchell, a British sailor. These were living people to me, with living dreams. I knew where I was in South Africa, and I knew where England was. But it was up to me to find a way to get there. But, as I said, I had a challenge. But in life, there are no barriers, there are only solutions. Now, don't ask me where I was for the first 7 days. I was lost. But I had on board a sextant, and I had on board a book on celestial navigation. That first 7 days that I was lost at sea, I was busy reading this book, trying to figure out how to use this device. IBMers, it's again about having faith. It's about having faith in your skills and having faith in your abilities and having faith that you can find solutions wherever they have to go. But the challenges were not over. I had been at sea for the better part of 35 days. I had no long-range radio. So I stood on the deck one day looking for a ship, somebody to talk to. My radio had a line of sight. And as I stood there, the boom, which carries the one sail, came swinging at my head like a golf club at a golf ball and made perfect contact with my forehead. I split open my eyebrow. I lay there on the deck, gushing blood. I had a very serious challenge. I was facing a near-death experience. Lying there and bleeding, I was 800 miles from the nearest doctor. I had no medical kit on my boat. All I really had on my boat was a nice, thick, rusty sail needle. Could you stitch your eyebrow back together with a sail needle and some thick twine? Could you? No, nor could I. So I really had a challenge. I lay there, and I was thinking, I've got this gaping wound. I can see the bone of the eyebrow. And then, because I believe in no barriers, only solutions, I found a solution. If you apply pressure to a bleeding wound, what's going to happen? That wound is going to stop bleeding. And then if you hold that wound together for long enough, that wound is going to go back together again. So I knew I had to apply pressure and hold it together, apply pressure and hold it together. And then the light bulb went off, and I came up with a solution. A clothespin. It holds the wound together and applies pressure. I sailed like this 800 miles to go and see a doctor. The doctor looked at the wound and said, "Son, the wound is fine, but you need psychiatry help." Ladies and gentlemen, this clothespin is a symbol to me. It is a symbol of overcoming a near-death experience to living. I had a choice. I had a choice to lie on that boat and die, or a choice to fight and live. I could have lied there and said, "Oh, I'm poor, I'm black, I was disabled, this is too hard, I'm going to give up." I could have carried the bags of my history, but instead I carried the treasure chest of my future by taking the knowledge from that chest, the tools and the symbols to live. What do you have to remind you of the journey you have made in your life, from your distant past to your present, and knowing that you can survive anything in the future, especially as you change the world every day?